Can you do it now?
Can you do it now? Yeah.
Now I can hear myself.
Oh, geez, Jeff comes through like an opera singer. He is he has a very rich.
Well, last time I was here was get up on the mic, and now I'm up on the mic. And
no, you sound like if you were a flavor, you would be like a white macadamia nut cookie.
White trash chocolate.
There you go. That's a good name for a country band. All right, kids, it is the Ascertainers. It is Friday night. It's the Friday after Thanksgiving, so it feels like a Saturday. And yeah, we taped an earlier episode today. We had a matinee taping because my mom was in town, and so that'll come out as kind of a special edition at some point, or maybe it's already come out. But yeah, it was pretty fun to have her on. It's because she is the whole concept of what we're doing is like, you know, flying cars, but she held her own. She did pretty well. And the family theme continues because tonight we have my brother Jeff. You want to say hi, Jeff?
Hey everyone, I'm only here because I don't know how to make turkey. So they let me come down once a year.
Well, he actually did one in the dryer one year, and now he's not able to. They wouldn't even sell him a damn turkey, let alone let him cook it. But by the way, as a collective, we are the Ascertainers. That's Mark.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Jim. And buckle up, people. Put that pot pie in the oven. We're going to give you about 45 minutes of medium-low heat, a little bit of joshing, a little bit of ribbon. And, yeah, we're talking a little music, but we actually, we're going to resume the conversation. I'm going to give you the topic-ish because I just made it up, and that's what I do. But we were talking about... somehow we got onto rice. There was a commercial for rice on the TV set.
Right. It was sushi rice from California.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the talking ducks.
Yes.
A lot of ducks.
Future Peking duck.
Super confused on the ducks. But, so then we started talking about, like, you know, I said, Mark was like, was your rice when you grew up, was it like really fluffy or like one big piece? And then I'm like, oh, you know, rice was some kinds of a nice treat when Mom would make that 2-can setup of chow mein with the little meat can, like a little cat food can, and then the rest was the snot or whatever the fuck is in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It's
they
a
don't call it
gooey.
that. They could call it some different name like mucus.
But it wasn't appetizing to look at.
Or anything about it.
And
it smelled good.
It tasted like a tin can gone bad.
But we're gonna do just a couple little house cleaning, then we're gonna get back into home cooked meals. What the kind of shit you ate when you were growing up. So, or wanted to eat, or got to eat special on your birthday, and yeah. So, but before that, we have some staple items. We have to do the radio game, and then we also have to do some errors and omissions. I have one that I think is amusing, and then we'll get into home cooked meals. What do you say, Mark?
That
tell us
sounds
about
great.
How was your day today? What'd you go do?
I went to see a movie, Napoleon.
How was it?
I liked it. It was enjoyable. They said in the paper that it was a comedy, but there were some funny parts. But no, it was a actual biopic.
Napoleon?
Biopic?
Yeah.
I like the strawberry best.
Was he seriously as short as
Yeah.
they write him up?
But I was impressed with him until he got older. He kind of lost it, but he was a great general. But the sex scenes sitting next to my oldest son made me very uncomfortable. That
Napoleon had sex?
yeah, with
Kinda
his
wrecks my whole vision of the
Josephine,
guy.
his love interest, and I just like
Well, tell us about Josephine.
Right on,
Would ya?
Josephine, right on.
Would you? It sounds like that's what he did.
He did.
Who was her name? Eileen? Come on, Eileen. Oh, no. Put a comma in there. Do something. All right. So, you didn't like my, I said I like the strawberry. You said you went to see Napoleon. I said, I like the strawberry best.
I didn't even think of
There you
that.
go. All right. I'm not even going to explain that one because our listeners are smart and all that stuff. So, yeah, what Jeff...
You are the Dennis Miller of this podcast.
Oh, wow. That's high praise. So, Jeff and I today we drove our mom to Highway 52. She followed us, and then we just pulled over and she went home. And she made it home safely, which is good. For 87, that's a big task, driving for an hour by yourself and not getting lost.
And not to burn on her, and she only stopped in one roundabout, so it was a very successful trip.
Yeah, could have been worse. She could have stopped at all, 4 that we encountered, but...
Although I've had people going the wrong direction. I don't even know how you do that in the roundabout.
Ooh. I'd take a hard left, would you?
They do. You're about to turn in and you're looking...
Oh, sure, because they think the left turn, because it's right there.
It's
That's
right
where
there. I
wanna
can
go.
see it.
I don't have to go all the way around this thing.
Yeah, take a
Surprised that doesn't
inverted
happen
left.
more often.
But I had one person in Mankato, they were not even doing the first exit. They were going to the second exit. And you're not expecting to see them there, so you're looking the other way.
They went left to go straight?
Correct.
Fuck, that's weird. I thought when my mom was like, I think she's going to drive over the plants. I said, go straight through. No, Jim, you have to turn. No, you miss it. Yeah. I think she's trying to make it hard for herself on that. She's committed to.
She's very literal.
She's literal. Hey, that's my mom you're talking about.
Back off, man.
I don't want to
She's
be
not
driving
literal.
a car.
She's a Republican.
I don't want to
She's
drive
a Whig.
car to 87.
She could be a Whig. She's pretty old.
A Federalist.
A what?
Federalist.
Oh, at least it's something else. Sure. All right, radio game. This is a game where we listen to KQRS, local Minnesota radio station. Each of us picks 4 bands. We declare them, and then I will listen to what is on currently on KQ, and if any of us match it, I'll be surprised. Because in 34 episodes, how many winners have we had?
One.
Which one? Was it you or me?
It was
Well,
not.
you know damn well he knows who
guest.
it is.
It was a guy that was on one episode won it. He's a natural. We should have him back just for the radio game.
Yeah, you can just come down for the radio game, win, and then leave.
I'm the only guy that's ever won this thing.
No, you didn't win it. Charlie won it. We've had other guests, Jeff. We're not exclusive with you.
Well, that was... Look how depressed he looks
Well,
now.
let's look
And
at
not
our
only
guests.
that, I thought there was prize money involved too. So this is
Our guests
not
have
going
been
so good.
It's only pride you get out of it.
Flip Flop Weed Whip. Jason has been on twice. Jeff, you'll be our first 3-timer. Kinda. You were like on 1.5. You kind of joined the one episode late. Chance and his buddy Alex.
Right?
Charlie. And my mom.
Right.
There we go. All right. Well, Jeff, you want to tell us 2 of your bands?
I have Led Zeppelin or The Doors.
Okay. Mark?
I was very lazy this time, so I'm only going to give you 2. Amboy Dukes.
Journey to the Center of the Earth or whatever. It's pretty good. It's actually Ted Nugent in the Amboy Dukes.
Well, that's my legacy.
So you're going to go Ted Nugent
No.
and the...
Yeah, Amboy Dukes as my off the beaten path,
Okay.
and Ted Nugent as my legacy.
Yeah.
What
You know what? I think I like it.
That's like the Doors. And
So we do. What we did
Oh.
is you can go for it. Guests can do
I
whatever
didn't know it
they
had to be
want.
a category.
No,
that's just what we do.
I'm going to give you 2 of mine. Allman Brothers and Santana. The most dull, but it's all about winning. It's not about...
And that was your legacy.
Those are my 2 legacies, yeah.
Okay.
Jeff, tell me your other 2 bands.
Boston and the Doobies.
Nice. I went with Red Rider and Alice Cooper.
Lunatic Fringe.
I heard Welcome to My Nightmare this week.
It's very good.
Holy shit. I forgot how, that's like a Zappa song. Really good. Very good musicianship and writing and all that.
Then James Gang.
So you're just doing 2. Oh, are you doing more?
Well, I got to do 4. So
Yeah.
I'm doing James Gang.
Said you were
And then
only
is
gonna
Joe
give
Walsh going to be your other one?
Yeah.
You're so weird because you would
Joe
have
Walsh.
got
No, I could go with the Eagles.
yes, okay. You would have got the James Gang with Joe Walsh.
I almost went Joe Walsh.
See, I knew I'd make you
I think
angry.
I said Joe Walsh last time I was here.
It's a song.
It's a song. Well, that's good.
AC/DC, Back in Black. AC/DC is going to join Journey in the center square in a minute. It's always on. Well, if I remember, we'll go back to get some more of that good radio game. Mark, did you typically have a couple of errors and omissions? I just have one today.
Well, you had two, but you left it upstairs,
know,
and you don't want to.
Like,
He was too late.
I'm calling him out
I
on
heard
that
was
one.
beating like a rabbit coming down the stairs, so I don't know if I
He
want to
was
go
too
back
busy
up.
opening that beer.
4F in the Vietnam War. If you were 4F,
Oh, that was the
was-
medically unfit?
Yeah.
Okay, so not section or anything, just 4F.
4F.
Okay, I've never heard that expression.
Arthur Carlson, WKRP.
Mr. Carlson. Isn't that what they call him?
Well, his mom would be on, and she would always call him Arthur.
All right.
The Dirty Dancing.
Oh, did you see the Muppet thing?
Yeah, it is awesome.
It's hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah. That is so funny.
I thought of you right away. How was that? Is that bad? I was also in the tub.
No lyrics of Sanford and Son.
No. Seriously? What were you thinking?
I don't know. Well, at least
His
I
name
knew
is
there was.
Sanford, and he's got a son. I'm friends with Steve
I
Miller.
knew that
Man.
the All in the Family had a theme song, though, so don't get too
I
high
kinda
on your
fell asleep
horse
on
over
that
there.
one. That was a little, I had a little brain fart.
And the Gabor sisters both acted.
Really, what was Ava in?
She would do
She
Love
would show
Boat.
up in Green Acres every once in a while.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Don't fact check that.
Whoa.
Oh, that must not have been true because the light
Yeah,
is
no,
not.
sorry, God. That was crazy.
Sorry,
one of my
man.
lights, one of my can lights
I
in my
didn't think it was
basement
that big of a lie.
just got really. Well, look around there. Is Chris messing with us? Did she walk over and?
That's
flick
the
thing?
Gabor sisters coming after us.
It's the Gabor. Oh, it's Ava. That Ava was always such a.
No, it was just.
But
it was
she did
Zsa Zsa.
bit parts in TV shows.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she was definitely.
She did act.
Definitely acted.
All right. All right. Yeah. Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
Okay, so I thought about it when I was listening back to the thing where we talked about, I don't even know what the actual topic was, but it had to do with our wives bearing children, and during
Digging holes in the ground?
not burying. Oh, that's cold, baby.
Wow, I don't remember my wife doing that.
So you wouldn't, because, right?
You didn't grow up in. You weren't in the Congo.
You talked to your lawyer. He told you to say that, right? So, anyhow.
Sorry.
You were talking about like how I didn't stay over for Alex. I didn't stay over. For Andrew, I did. The first kid, I actually did stay over because it was like they induced her and just what was happening and all that kind of stuff.
That's when I stayed over.
Okay.
Also, same thing happened.
But the way you said it, the way you like mocked me because the second one I didn't stay over. It was like a scheduled C, and it was like I made plans. I golfed, and then I slept in my own bed that night and.
The whole conversation was about a bathrobe, and you said you bought a bathrobe
For
for
at the hospital, I thought.
when your wife was having a child, and you said, "Well, if I stay over, I needed a
No,
bathrobe."
well, I can see where you think that because I said that.
I kept asking. I kept asking you to explain it, and I finally gave up. I was so confused about the whole conversation.
All right, well, good. Then I'll try to salvage this then. So the way you talked about it, I was like, it reminded me of a guy who brings his mitt to the game. Like, oh, I got to stay over just in case, I got to deliver a baby here or something. I'm like, oh, okay there, Dr. Kildare.
Put me in, coach.
Okay, Marcus Welby. oh, Marcus Welby, MD. That was
That's
a Friday
right.
nighter, wasn't it, or Thursday nighter?
Yeah, and that was a guy from Father Knows Best.
What?
He was Marcus Welby, the guy who
Dad from
Father Knows
like
Best.
Fred. No, that was what was his name? Here, if there was a way, get Chris up. I liked it when she was here for the other episode. She researched for
But
us.
it was the other guy was he used to do the telethon with Jerry Lewis. Dark hair, very...
Ed McMahon?
No. He played the sidekick doctor.
On Marcus Welby?
Welby, yeah.
I'm going to give you a hint on...
I think Dr. Welby was doing... Was it Anita, his nurse? What was the name of his nurse?
Boy, I have no idea.
Cast. Here, I'll give it to you. Elena? Robert Young, yeah.
Robert Young.
Oh, that was a very good clue. Robert Young. True or false?
And who was the other doctor?
Tom Selleck was on that show.
No shit.
Sergeant Ed Brock.
Oh, Chad Everett.
Shatner was on that show.
Chad
Everett?
Yeah,
Wasn't he an emergency?
No.
Huh?
That wasn't... Chad Everett was the other doctor on Marcus Welby.
Yeah, but he was in some other stuff. He's not showing up here, champ.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
That was on for 7 seasons. James Brolin. All right, so while we're doing this, I mean, shoot, let's get Jeff involved here. So, Jeff,
I was wrong. Medical Center was Chad Everett.
There you are. So, what we were having a nice conversation.
Wasn't Dennis Weaver also in Gentle Ben?
Yeah, but he didn't say Dennis Weaver.
I know, but that does.
And he was also on the cop one, McLeod.
What was that? Who were you shooting at?
Well, he rode a horse.
He looked like
he was like a cowboy cop in New York.
Willem Dafoe in Boondock Saints. You ever see that?
Yes.
He goes, it was a bloodbath. And he just, that is an underrated movie. That should be a topic too. So we're upstairs in the family room, and
before you go on, did you want to do a Newt's thing?
Yes, I do. Right after this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because I'm trying to do better at finishing a thought, and then just doing a clean Newt's promo.
I won't ever let you get through a full Newt's promo.
God, you're going to attempt a clean Newt?
Clean, not like no profanity. I mean, like not one that drags on and we talk about some, I got a hockey stick when I was 8.
Okay.
But anyway.
I threw you off again.
Well, there we go. Let's just do the Newt's promo, Mark. Cleansing breath. Let's stay positive. You know where I had dinner tonight?
Texas Roadhouse.
It's interesting you should say because I had dinner at Newt's. Because we went there and...
my deal was, when I came down yesterday, was I'm taking you guys out.
Who calls it a piece? It's a slice. You want a piece of steak?
And I did not interrupt you that time. That wasn't me.
Fuck.
But we were going to go to
I barely got into it. Yeah, we were going to go to Texas
Roadhouse, but then Jim and I...
Make sure you edit this out. They're not a sponsor, and I was almost...
but of course, they don't open when Newt's was open. So.
No, the reason we didn't go there is because
we went to Newt's.
We were chilling out at Newt's for a bit, just Jeff and I, and then texted Chris saying, hey, you want to come up and meet us? And so we wouldn't have to drive all the way back, and,
Right.
So anyway, it's like, well, we got a nice seat here. It's quiet enough. Let's just stay here. And that's what we did. And it was a fine experience. I had the crispy chicken bacon ranch wrap or something like that.
Yeah, it made me feel guilty as hell for what I ordered. It made me feel like I was a big fat guy.
What are you talking about?
That's a very good you got.
Oh, because I said I wasn't. It's not the biggest
No.
thing.
You just because you got a wrap. That's kind of.
I got a wrap. Oh, you just implied that. Well, that's on you, pal. We're in the Newt's promo. Go to Newt's because it's good. Look in your mail if you live in the Apple Valley, Lakeville, Rosemount area because they recently started doing 2-for-1 or buy one get one something or other coupons. Of course, the Ascertainers don't participate in that because we've got our own sponsorship where Mark and I each get a free beer when we go in.
I didn't get one tonight.
You didn't go tonight.
Oh,
Jeff, I think they hooked Jeff up with the with that some sort of a thing. They might have thought he was you. So anyway,
wow.
So Newt's, go there if you like good food, good people, good atmosphere. Leave your wallet at home if you're pro.
Pull tabs, how'd you do?
We didn't do well. We won a lot, but we put in more than we won. So one of those deals.
It's basically your normal pull tab night.
Yeah. So you won often, but not.
We pulled, I think, 4 like 100 or better, but we had far more invested than that. 4.
Okay.
But we were there for damn near 9 hours, so.
Well, it seemed like it. It just seemed like it.
Well, without me, it's always going to seem longer.
Well, with Marcus, you should. Do you think if he was there, it would have seemed way longer?
Why?
It's like, have you not been paying attention?
That was just a burn from.
That's a 16-ounce beer.
Yes.
Oh, so it's a 4-pack. I thought it was a little 6-pack.
I think it actually is a 6-pack.
Jeepers, creepers, Jeff. All right. Thanks for that tight Newt's ad. I know everyone's going to go there. Where's it located, Mark? What city?
Apple Valley,
What state?
Minnesota.
There's probably got to be a lot of Apple Valleys out there.
Tell them the Ascertainers sent you.
Nice touch, Mark. I think we got to let you start doing the Newt's promo because I'm not doing it justice. I saw Corey tonight. I made him laugh pretty hard. I can't tell you what I said on the air, but he laughed pretty well. Let's see. Prior to us coming down to record, we were talking about rice, and then we talked about Chinese homemade canned Chinese food dinner. I believe we used the word. It's very viscous, a little snot-like.
Can I ask a question on that?
Nope, I got to get through what I was going to
I'm
say
sorry.
because I've already used my mulligan. But after that, when we're off the air, you can ask me your question. You can write it at TheAscertainers@gmail.com.
But it pertains to this.
So it pertains or ascertains?
Yes.
I have to say, I'm setting up. You got the mic next. You get the conch next. Jeff was getting ready to talk about how on his birthday, which he also shared with my other brother, but they're not twins, who is the father? No, sorry. It's like one of those jokes that your brother's cousin is. So,
Now you're interrupting yourself.
Yes, he did.
that is, take notes on this, psychiatrist. Jim is having a conversation with himself, arguing and losing. But so that's what I decided we would talk. That I think it would be good to talk about with our remaining about half of the broadcast, like stuff you would eat when you were a kid, like dinner, like stuff that maybe food that was popular at the time, but it's probably only seen in museums now or something like that. So after Mark goes, then you're going to talk about I think I know the restaurant that you're going to talk about, and I thought that what dish you ordered had a funny name. So go.
Oh, I was just going to ask. It came up. We were talking about rice, and it came up about is it chow mein or lo mein, the dish that was made with all the Chungking
It
ingredients.
was chop suey.
That was chow mein.
Or chop.
Lo mein is just a noodle. You know those hard, crunchy noodles?
Those are lo mein noodles.
No, those are chow mein noodles. Lo mein noodles are like skinny spaghetti. They're like kind of
Okay.
ramen-y like thing. Lo mein's good. Lo mein's good, but I never had lo mein as a kid. It was chow mein.
Chow mein.
Chungking chow mein.
Okay, that's what I always
I
thought
thought
it
the
was.
name
but
was a little heavy-handed.
someone corrected me one time and said that's lo mein.
I think
It
it's
wasn't-
still on the store shelves, Mark. You should run out.
I think it
tomorrow.
is.
It
Or
wasn't.
you should run out tomorrow and get some.
It wasn't Erickson's chow mein. It was, they kind of hammed it up with the name a little bit, I thought.
And I think we only used soy sauce during that meal, and I think that bottle was in our refrigerator for 20 years because
have
we
like
never ran out.
when you opened it, it looked like just all the
Molasses.
dust. No, all the dried up shit on the cap.
Right, just
She was
crusted
what
all
happened
and
here?
fell.
So soy sauce, yeah, there's a healthy one.
A little bit of salt with
You
that.
know,
Good for you.
I love sushi, love wasabi. I can't stand soy sauce.
Oh, I do
Just way too salty.
the Midwestern white guy
Slurry.
slurry, where you take the soy sauce and you put a big chunk of
Wasabi in
wasabi
it. Dish it up.
and dissolve it, and
Yeah.
that's to me that's like it's like playing Russian roulette when you eat sushi because it's like you get that one bite where it was like just way too much horseradish, and
Right,
it's like
you're-
And
about
then you go,
halfway through,
man, that was awesome.
and then your nose just goes no, and yeah, you're tearing up.
But if you have a cold, all of a sudden your opens up the passageways.
I suppose I don't like that term as much as
You got a lot of terms you don't like
opens
later
up
on
the
in life.
passageways, like all of them. I don't want that.
Yeah, the digital thing.
I
The digital divide. Yes, sir.
get it.
To talk about your debts, we're into food. And I stopped you rudely. I interrupted you, but I said we'll pick this up when we're on the live microphones.
Our birthday dinner.
Yeah,
So
you and your
me
older
and
brother.
Me and my older brother. Mom's going to be listening, so my older brother and I share the same birthday, a year apart, 4 year apart to the day. I, of course, was the best because I was born on Mother's Day. So,
Can I mention that my oldest sister and I have the same birthday?
you did. How many
Yeah.
year? How many years?
7 years apart.
Wow.
That's
And she's a
Quinky dee.
loyal listener.
Oh, hi. What's her name?
Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Hi, Karen. I'm Jeff.
Jim here. The I don't know what we call it. Mark's co-host. Well, I was nice enough to let Mark on my podcast.
I was going to say Mark's lackey, but whatever term you want to use.
Tomato. Potato.
But back to I didn't mean to steal your thunder, so go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, we should get sponsored by Adderall, man. We are the worst at holy shit. Is there a gas leak down here? It's like no one can get even a sentence out. You had the same birthday. What were you
Anyway,
on your birthday?
Mom and Dad would take us out to where we wanted to go. Well, number one, you had to get two guys that simply hated each other to agree on a restaurant. But we actually did, and it was a Chinese joint called Wong's, right downtown Roch.
Yep.
And
Shout out Roch. People that know. Wong's was.
the downtown
It
Wong's
was no Lian Chin. Let's just say that.
Oh gosh.
Can I say that only people from Rochester call it the Roch?
I know
Because I've never heard that before.
Call it Roch?
It's Roch.
Yeah.
Not the Roch.
I'm sorry. See, well,
That's
I'm
a
not
wrestler.
from there, so I don't know. You don't have to correct me on that.
The Roch actually prefers to be called Dwayne now. So.
Crot Roch. I don't know. Whatever you guys do
That's some
down
people
there.
called Rochester Crotch Fester because they thought that was funny. It's
Okay,
a condition. It's a
I
real
didn't think it
condition
was.
people suffer with.
Get us back on track. So, and we would both order the same thing.
This is the funny. I think this name is funny. What
And
was it
the
called?
name of the dish was shrimp balls with lobster sauce.
You know how many shrimp balls you got to eat to get full?
I didn't know. I didn't know
To get the sauce out?
Yeah. Oh.
I had no idea their balls are that big. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Shrimp balls.
Well, they're probably pretty old.
And you know what I got when we went there? Fucking hamburger. I was not a fan of I think I was still traumatized by the canned
Well, it would come,
chow mein.
but it would come on this like cone-shaped tower of rice, and then they drizzled the lobster sauce over it. Oh, freaking delicious!
Would it be a tower-shaped tower? Or a cone-shaped tower?
They sauce.
What are the other
they
tower
sauce-
shapes?
They sauce the tower.
Ooh. Ooh, that reminds me. I have a tape to return.
It does run in the family. Everyone from your family so far has done the hand gestures on the podcast.
We've had 2 people from my family on here.
Right.
Have I been waving
And
my
you-
arms uncontrollably?
No, you did this.
You do it also.
Oh, really?
He's flipping me off right now, so.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
And because deservedly so. You need to take back what you just said.
So, Rice Man, the guy who started it all, what was, tell me your rice experience at the house.
Well, I lived in Japan for 3 years. So their rice is sticky, but my mom always made light and fluffy rice. And I never liked it till I got over to Japan. And then I found out I love rice cooked
But
correctly.
isn't that also like jasmine rice? It's not regular our white rice. I think they're
No, jasmine you can make sticky. If you put that in a rice cooker, you're going to get sticky rice out of it.
right, but just the aroma from like you get Chinese takeout. Their white rice, I believe it's jasmine rice is the name of the rice that makes.
But that's not, it doesn't smell like jasmine. That's not
but
what
it
that
doesn't.
means.
It doesn't.
How do you
smell
know
like,
how jasmine smells? She might smell one way one day. Change.
Jasmine, take my blues away. All right.
But anyway, it was different than Mom's white rice under her crappy ass chop suey.
Yeah, we didn't really have a rice cooker. Mom was the rice cooker.
Well, I got one when I lived over. Did I mention I lived over in Japan? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm saying that over and
I'm
over
starting.
again.
Well, I'm starting to think. I thought I was doing this podcast with an American. It sounds like you're one of them Japanese
I
fellas.
thought this was America.
All right, so that's your rice story. Is it you liked your
Yeah, it
mom's
was
rice
it,
better
yeah.
than the whole country
But we
of
used
Japan?
to
Were you trying to
eat
start a war?
wild rice.
Wild
And the
rice?
way my mom prepared that is she would boil it, drain it, boil it, drain it, boil it. There's two ways to eat wild rice. You can have it crunchy, some crunchy bits, but I always like it
Creamy.
all soft.
Yeah.
And you have to boil it 3 times.
Where would you guys get your wild rice? I'm curious because I know you're.
They'd go whack it off a stock out of their.
They give it to you
You might
from
not know Mark's ethnic background.
the tribe gives it out. Especially now, my mom gets it free because she's an elder.
So yeah, Mark's got a little Native American in him, and quite a bit actually. And I bet your mom cooks wild rice better than
I think she does
my
perfect.
mom. Just
But a lot of
kinda-
people like the crunchy wild rice.
I get that, but just a couple. It's not. It's
Right, it's not all of
mostly
it,
soft, but there's once in a while it's like, you get a bone.
It always seems like it's undercooked to me when I get that crunchy one.
I was eating the old green bean casserole yesterday. One of my favorite things ever.
Oh, I made that this time.
Green beans with the
Cream mushroom.
cream of mushroom, and then
And
the
the fried onions.
fried onions on top.
I did
And my
cream of celery in mine.
My first were they out of cream up some young guy? My first bite of the meal, and we're like hosting, so all I kind of just like run. Finally, sit down, take my first bite, and there's like a stalk of the fucking bean plant or some small redwood tree. I'm like, so the first thing I do is I'm fishing a giant hunk of like wood out of my mouth. So. Phrasing.
Well, and not to
That was before.
That seems to happen a lot with you.
not to diss the meal, but they were French cut green beans, which is
No, they weren't.
yeah, they were.
They were just stubby green beans. They were French cut is the little
Skinny
sliced
things.
lengthwise. I'm pretty sure they were just regular green beans, man. Hey, whoa, hey, we're getting a little conflict here in the Ascertainers. I'm getting the look.
Just saying,
Replay flags coming
Fight.
out.
Just saying they were
Fight.
French cut green beans.
Okay.
If I know anything,
Oh, you know what?
I know
The
my
garbage
green
man has come today, so we can't even,
you have leftover.
check the
Yeah,
evidence.
don't you have leftover casserole?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a plate. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec.
Or you could just look it up on your phone. I
You
don't
took a
know.
picture
Just
of
go
all your food,
crazy or
didn't
do
I
something.
don't take a picture of my food. No.
But you would know what a French cut bean is and green bean
Yeah,
is. if
I
you-
think I'm right on this one. I don't want to make him feel bad, so let's just keep going.
We're not arguing. I'm just telling you why you're wrong.
My only recommendation is go light on the soup when you're
Why?
making it. If you do too much soup, it's
You don't taste
It's
the
pretty
green
fool,
you
beans.
drown
it's
'em.
pretty foolproof. You 2 cans to 1 can, I think is the ratio.
I should have only put. I put 2 cans of beans in. I should only put like 3/4, maybe less. Do you add milk and soy
Yes.
sauce to yours?
Just milk.
Oh,
Just a little milk.
I don't know.
I
Do you
do
guys
it-
ever feel not so fresh? I'm just curious. 'Cause we're talking about cooking fucking beans. What's next? Riding horses on the beach? So that was a terrible topic. I mean,
So
that
what
went
did-
nowhere. I'm gonna listen to one more song. This is not a good music episode because we're talking about.
We haven't even listened to one song yet.
Yeah, we did. It was AC/DC Back in Black.
Oh, plus we had the Hollies earlier.
Who sings? Is this White Snake? Here I go again on my own.
Yes.
White Snake. Are you shitting me?
I
How
don't
come
think
we never win?
I don't think you listen to KQ as much. You
I don't listen to
Probably-
you ever, except on Friday nights during this
right.
debacle.
So when you say like Metallica's never on there, I listen to it all the time because I don't have XM in all of my cars, just one. So I'm not as rich as
I got my XM.
The-
I got a different work vehicle, and because I'm in the damn thing all the time, I pay for the satellite radio in it. But I also have a subscription for my truck, and I just happened to ask because I was switching a different vehicle over, You guys got any deals going right now? And I was paying like $44 a month.
Yeah, you get the second one for like $6 a month.
And I said, it's now like $10.24 a month.
For both? Or for just
both
the second
vehicles.
one?
For both vehicles.
Wow.
For
Very
one
good.
vehicle, and I get it online also. I could stream it. I'm only paying $30 a month.
That's a lot.
You said 40.
For satellite?
30 a month? That's like 400. That's 300.
No, it wasn't. Dude, I was paying 44.
I think whatever. I've been paying for satellite for since
Hey.
probably 2012. I'm going to say so over 10 years.
Well, I actually think it's like $21 or something.
A month? That'd be
A month.
$250 a year. I always thought it was close to under 200 a year, but what do I know? I don't know why we're talking about this. So, yeah. So, what was your like?
I was
did
actually
something-
going to bring up errors and omissions, but it wasn't either of those.
Oh, I thought you already did those.
Before I got my driver's license,
Yeah.
we used to go play mini golf.
Yeah.
And I had a guy that picked me up. But this was before I got my license. He was older. He wasn't hitting on me, but
How did you know that it might go that direction?
well, Jim was giving me that look like he was going to say
No,
something.
I was thinking of something else. I was literally like not even hearing what you
But from
said,
the movie Dazed and Confused, if he opened up his trunk, he had this huge cooler full of ice and it was full of beer all the time. Just like that episode in Dazed and Confused. But it was every weekend that during the summer that
So
we
he
went.
would show up at the mini golf course and give you guys beer?
No, we would go, him and the buddies that we played mini golf with. And then we'd bring the cooler on the course. And no one ever stopped us. And we would just drink as young kids playing mini golf.
I'm picturing right now that scene in Zoolander where they're having a gasoline fight. Anyway, just four dudes mini golfing, nothing to see here.
We were in high school. What else are you going to do? It's like date girls?
I used to love mini golf, but last time I went, I said I want a cart.
Hey-o. But Mark had to do 11th grade a couple times, so it was just barely about the
hanging
same.
around with a 15-and-a-half-year-old.
He was a professor. He had the patches on his jacket and everything.
He had patches on his jacket.
You know the elbow patches?
Now I'm convinced this guy was
Real.
something's up. Old, what was his name?
But
Pat McCrotch. I don't know what that is.
So what did you have
want
for
to
your
make $10
birthday
the
meal?
hard way?
I didn't like going out to eat that much. I remember one time, this is so bad. I like this thing she made called chicken. My mom made chicken Devon is
Yes,
what it
she
was called.
did. Do you have that recipe? I want it. Honest to God.
I could tell you. I could pretty much tell you. I bet you I could just recite it to you what I think's in it and be about dead right.
But I swear to goodness,
It had-
there's curry powder. Just a
there
slight
was
dash.
curry powder. That's what I mean. It smells so goddamn good.
Yes.
But then she made it, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I don't like broccoli. It's like that's like one of the main
Oh no!
ingredients.
I hate broccoli, and that dish is absolutely delicious. It's
I also-
absolutely delicious.
The other thing I really liked her to make was she made these pizza burgers.
And
So it
that's
was
so funny because I was just trying to figure because I have that recipe somewhere. God
Yeah.
knows where it is.
It's a
but-
good one. Hers had spam in it. Mark.
Yeah, no, there's definitely spam.
ground
pizza
beef
burgers.
and spam. Good stuff.
and
Oh, I
And
love
then just
spam.
on a hamburger bun was
open face and then some cheddar cheese on top. Mark, they're fantastic.
Spam was excellent growing up.
You ate a lot of spam, did you?
I did.
I think I bought a can of spam for at college, and I might have moved out with the same can of spam.
Well,
intact.
is it not a delicacy in Japan?
In
Isn't there a lot of spam
Hawaii.
over there?
Hawaii? They eat the shit out of that stuff.
The reason it's in Hawaii is because when the war ended, they all had the surplus spam because they were giving it to the troops. And
Oh,
they
really?
just left it in Hawaii, and it became a
It's like free food.
staple of their food.
We left enough behind to feed the whole state
right.
for 30 years.
Well, it
Wow.
lasts for 30 years, so.
So
Right.
yeah. How about special birthday? Would you get a special birthday? This episode had no topic really. I could have already hating the idea of doing the write up to this and be like,
Well, I don't know.
well, episode 30, whatever.
We have-
well, we
Would it
tried.
be much different than any
Technically,
other
no.
one?
You're right. You're right.
Well, I don't know Dookie about music, so it can't. This one can't be about
Dookie.
music. Sorry.
Well, he's a big Green Day fan. Dookie. Ooh, that burp was.
You tell me you cut your mic before you did that.
Oh fuck no. No.
I'm the only one who can do
We
it. but
we're.
unacceptable.
he's
this
loud
is-
enough to
That's
override it anyway.
That's
Turns out this is a burp fetish podcast. That's all that listens to us. Is these people? Oh yeah, here comes.
There it is.
Oh, I heard him open one. He opened a beer here. It's gonna be a matter of seconds here. Oh, there it is. Ah.
You sound like Ren and Stimpy.
Hey, who knows about Ren and Stimpy?
I love Ren and Stimpy. They change cartoons.
Another
That's
song.
the reason our children are all screwed up today.
Went to the radio 3 times on this episode and no commercials. But that was Boston.
Shut the front door.
Did you have Boston?
Number 3 on my list. Right there.
Did you say it?
Yeah.
Did you say Boston?
Yes, I said Boston and the Doobie Brothers.
We got a winner!
Right there.
Rock and roll band, everybody. I believe you, man. Hey, it's on tape. I mean, you know.
would've been the
By the
first-
way, we will reclaim your prize of the sweat off my ball sack if you lied. So,
I pulled the cord and the balloons didn't drop.
yep. Well, something dropped.
I knew that. I knew that prize money scam was a scam. So
Yeah, well.
It's
Now-
not pride.
now here
It's
you are in my
personal
base-
pride.
I want pride money. Prize
There's
money.
no money involved.
And now here you are in my basement with no clothes on. And it's dark. So, well, there's your prize. Whoop. So, we're coming to the conclusion here. Where time is running. It's
Grossly over.
the witching hour. And I'll just apologize in advance for this episode because I had fun doing it. But I'm a little tuckered today. I'm a little partied out. And,
We had a lot to eat at Newt's.
we had a lot of popcorn and a lot of crow because we suck at pull tabs. But hey, Newt's, go to Newt's. Promo number 2.
And thanks for listening. And thank you, Jeff, for being on again.
Absolutely.